You've meditated, you've journaled, you've eaten breakfast, you've put your kids on the bus, you've worked out, you've done all the things, and now it's time to sit down at the computer and work or go meet clients or drive to wherever you run your business. If you did not put intention into what you are wearing all day, whatever intention, whatever mood you were in when you walked into your closet is going to follow you for the rest of the day. When you get dressed in the morning, that's the pinnacle moment. That's like the first decision that you make and how you're going to show up in the business. If you let that decision slide, you are setting the tone for the rest of the day. What up, Style Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Styled for Life podcast. It's your girl, Katie Allen, the one with the secret sauce to transform your style decisions, to shortcut you to the life that you want so that you can boost your mindset and your business goals, one little style decision at a time. Yes. If you're new, welcome. My intention, as always, is to help you use your style to bust through your limiting beliefs and amplify your brand image and ultimately just amplify your life. If you're not an entrepreneur and you're tuning in, you're the CEO of something and you're badass. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. And to all my oldies but goodies, thank you for being here on this ride with me all day, every day. You know who you are, and kisses and shout out to you. So I'm super excited about today's episode. Something shifted in me. If you have not listened to last week's episode on unlocking your style story and a little bit of breakdown around the style mindset shifts that you need to make to see exponential growth in all areas of your life, go back and listen to episode 235. Like whatever podcast player you're in, literally just last week's episode. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But you will just sense the shift and the energy and the up-leveling that you and I are doing here together. Cannot wait. So I really want to continue this story a little bit. I really want to continue this mindset work. It's really my passion, ultimately. I love styling. I love putting women in amazing outfits, but it's not the outfits. It's the look in their eyes. When someone sends me a picture with an outfit on that they love, their eyes glow different. Like what I can tell when my client's not happy, I can just see it in their face. They don't, and I'm talking not even on Zoom. I'm talking just a still picture. You can read it and you can read someone's energy. And we're constantly doing this all the time, whether we're conscious of it or not, right? We're all subconsciously letting out signals just by the way we stand, how close we stand to someone, the way we're turning, the way we move our eyes. We're constantly doing this all the time. And like, that's some fun stuff. To me, that's the magic of life. It's like when you meet someone and you're like, I don't know what it is about them, but they're just good. And someone was like, well, what is it? Like, pin it down. And you're like, I don't know. There's so many things in life that are like that. You're like, what makes Beyonce Beyonce? I don't know. She's just Beyonce. Like, it's next level. Like, she can do something and the next person can do it, but no one can do it like that. And it's these little subtle things that when we know them, we can't unknow them. But we can amplify them when we learn them. So I'm super excited to start bringing more and more and more of that juice to the podcast. I'm feeling really inspired. That's always been the mission, but I just wanted to continue that story today because I'm feeling really amped up around the conversations. And like I said, get ready because it's going to be a style lesson and a therapy session in one. All right. So today I'm going to dig into 3 style decisions that I want you to make today if you want to shortcut the work, the angst, the overwhelm, and eliminate it and like get your way quicker to hitting those lifestyle goals, to hitting those business goals. Because at the end of the day, it's all mindset. It's really kind of annoying, am I right? That literally everything in your life is just your mindset. Every problem that you have, every struggle that you're having, it's literally you bumping up against something in your mindset. Now, I don't know, like freak accidents. We're not talking about freak accidents. I'm really talking about like wherever you feel like you're struggling in your business and your life and getting dressed, whatever that looks like for you. So let's dive in to 3 style decisions that are going to shift your freaking identity, baby, because we're about to take off. It's time to go to the moon. Right? So also I'm reading this book, full disclosure, called 10X is Easier Than 10X. And it really is a fucking energy I'm on. If you follow me on Instagram, like I think it was last week or the week before, I'd shared this post of like this season, a lot of people are going to be like, who does she think she is? That's the energy that we're on in this podcast. It's just the change in the seasons and it's just time for a new self, right? It's time to up level. So let's dig into the 3 style decisions that I want you to make so that you can transform easily, quickly, and have everything that you desire. The first one is last week's episode. Stop worshiping the opinions of others. Stop caring. Like I said, if you have not listened to last week's episode of 235, go back and listen to it. I would tell you on that episode, there's 6 style stories that you are telling yourself on a daily basis. Now, you might not resonate with all 6. Chances are there's 2 or 3 of them in there that hit home all the time. And the reason I keep saying go back and listen to that episode is because it's not just the way you dress. It's if you're worried about people caring about the way you dress, then you're worried about people caring about every other aspect of your life. And that's why I said this is a style lesson and a therapy session, because how we do one thing is how we do everything. So stop worrying about what people think about you. But since I told you that all last week and we went in, my style decision is, for number 1 is stop worrying about what people think about you, because when you get dressed in the morning, that's the pinnacle moment. That's like the first decision that you make and how you're going to show up in the business. If you let that decision slide, you are setting the tone for the rest of the day. You've meditated, you've journaled, you've eaten breakfast, you've put your kids on the bus, you've worked out, you've done all the things, and now it's time to sit down at the computer and work or go meet clients or drive to wherever you run your business. If you did not put intention into what you are wearing all day, whatever intention, whatever mood you were in when you walked into your closet is going to follow you for the rest of the day. I want those words to haunt you. Not really. I want them to help you tomorrow morning when you get into the closet. And remember, this is the first decision of the day that's going to dictate how the rest of your day goes. I would even go on a limb and say that if you skipped your workout or you skipped meditating or you skipped whatever the thing is that you usually do in the morning to feel amazing, getting dressed is still a tool in your toolbox to change the trajectory of the rest of your day. So freaking use it. So that's style decision number 1 that you're going to make to accelerate your life for the transformation that you desire. Style decision number 2 that you are going to make to accelerate to goddess status is you're going to let today be the day. You are going to let today be the day that you wear the fucking thing that's hanging in the closet that you're saving for a special day. You don't need to save it for someday when, oh, I am this person. I am constantly like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to plan that. What I noticed in the last couple of weeks about myself is I'm a huge action taker, right? I can podcast till I turn blue in my face. I've been podcasting for 4 years without missing a week. 4 years without missing a week. I cannot plan 4 months out in my business. What I realize is that where I mess up is I'm really good at executing and not as good at planning and strategizing in my business. And I always find myself saying, tomorrow I'm going to plan. Tomorrow's going to be the day that I plan out all my content for the rest of the month. Tomorrow's going to be the day I plan out my podcast for the rest of the month. Never happens. Let today be the day. Let today be the day that you wear the dress that you're saving. Let today be the day that you wear those awesome pants that make you feel amazing. Let today be the day that you wear that shirt that just makes you smile. Let today be the day that you receive. You receive compliments, you receive joy, you receive feeling good in your clothes. Because if you let today be the day that you wear that outfit that you're saving for a special day, I bet today will be the day that you start to take action on some of those things that you really want to take action on. Don't save it. Don't save your clothes for a special occasion. Like literally, if you're running the business of your dreams and you're crafting the life you want, then every day is a special day. And for those of my mountain climbers out there like me, right? We're constantly climbing the mountain. We're constantly looking to arrive. We never actually arrive. It's the journey. Another very annoying thing about being human is you have to enjoy the journey. I can't think of a better way to enjoy the journey is to let today be the day that you show up for yourself and you put on something that makes you feel amazing. You know, when you get your hair done and you have that new hair, who's this energy, and you feel like amazing, an easy way to just get a snippet of that feeling every day is to let today be the day that you wear something that makes you feel that way. All right. Style decision number 3 that you are going to make that's going to transform your life and accelerate you to the life that you want, to what you're building, and get you to your goals faster is permission to be right. You get to be right. Put on whatever the fuck it is that you want to put on, the thing that you're letting today be the day, and it's right. It's right for you. It doesn't matter if you're showing up on Zoom. It doesn't matter if you're showing up in real life. It doesn't matter if your job is to like sit around with kids and color all day. I don't care. Let yourself be right. Meaning, let whatever you want to wear be the right thing. Let that be the quote unquote what's appropriate for the day. Last week when I hosted that 5-day challenge, I'm going to toot my own horn here because people have been posting about it on LinkedIn. I fucking nailed it. Not just because I'm fabulous, because I was, one, surrounded by a team of amazing people who were helping me in the background, who were just pumping me up in the background. 2, I put a fuck ton of time and energy and planning ahead of it. And 3, I'm not shitting you. Now, it would be a little counterintuitive if I didn't do this, but I fucking dressed up every single day in my feel-good, highest energy so I could get on that Zoom and deliver. And by just allowing myself to do that, I was coming out with good ideas all week. And we were making and shifting things. Like I blew the whole format for the last day and went in with a gut feeling on something to make it even better. And I really think it was because I was letting myself tap into the creativity of getting dressed. I mean, I posted those pictures on Instagram. So it's easy to do stories on Instagram. You can't do stories on LinkedIn. So depending on where we're connecting at these days, lady, like you're getting the different sides of things, right? Because once LinkedIn does stories, I will drop my outfits in the stories. I was wearing a fucking leather skirt and a t-shirt in my closet. Yes, I work from home. So what? I gave myself permission to be right. I gave myself permission to show the fuck up and let my dreams come to life. There's just no other way to do it. You have to give yourself permission to be right. You are allowed to say, this is the thing. When you're dressed up and you show up somewhere, I know I love to use my bus stop as an example. God, I hope none of the people at my bus stop listen to the podcast. You get to be right? Just because everyone else is doing something doesn't mean you have to do it too. And as an entrepreneur, I mean, isn't that what being an entrepreneur is? It's like finding the gap in things and then coming up with the solution to solve the problem, right? If I'm feeling like shit because I'm not adorning my body and I'm not dressing in clothes that make me feel good and the clothes I'm wearing are all day feel comfortable, and I don't know about you, but like running a business really isn't that comfortable, right? It's not comfortable to be the highest creative version of yourself all day long, then I can't wear the clothes that are telling me that, right? So I have to give myself permission to be right. Just like I had to give myself permission to start the business, just like you had to give yourself permission to set the boundaries, to start the business, to leave the job, to leave the relationship, to have kids, to not have kids. You get to give yourself permission to be right. And the same fucking thing happens with your clothes. Don't ask someone, is it appropriate? It's okay to know the dress code, right? Who doesn't love a good dress code? I love a dress code. It's cool to have your bumpers in the bowling lane, right? To know what direction we're going in as we aim for the pins at the end of the lane. It's cool to have bumpers and guidelines as we get down there. But the point is, as long as you get down there, it doesn't matter how many times you hit the bumpers on the way down there, as long as you get down there, because you have given yourself permission to be right. And by adding those bumpers in the bowling alley, you said, I'm going to be right because I'm going to knock those pins down, right? Because I've put the bumpers up. I'm going to get there. How I get there doesn't matter. The point is I'm going to get there because I've given myself permission to be right. I've given myself permission to win. And there's always someone out there that's doing exactly what you want to do. Surround yourself with those people. That's not really a style decision in my hit list of number 3 things, but just something that's just been on my heart lately as I grow and bring in more people and surround myself with more people. So 3 style decisions to shortcut your way to happiness, to joy, to ecstasy, to bliss. Insert your word of choice here. To juiciness, right? 1, stop worshipping the opinions of other people. Cut it out right now. Use your clothes as a tool to figure out what the thing is that you're worried about and how often you think about people and where else it's showing up in your life. It will change your life. I talked about this in my last podcast episode. Go listen to it. I told you the whole story about sitting on the beach watching the sunset. It will change your life. Stop caring what other people think. Style decision number 2 to transform your life is let today be the day. So we're going to stop worshiping what other people think. We're going to let today be the day. And number 3, we're going to give ourselves permission to be right. You do those things, you DM me and you tell me what's starting to change in your life. I am going to be there cheering you on every single step of the way. All right, ladies, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to attend the next event, I'm planning it because no plan Stan is going to exit the building. This girl is going to have a plan and have a vision, and it's going to come to life. If you want to just hop on the newsletter so you don't miss any of the upcoming masterclasses and events that we're doing, I will have the link in the show notes. And if you're listening to this and you're like, how the fuck can I make a style decision? Because I just don't even know what my style is. You already know. The Style Archetype quiz is there for you. It breaks down the 5 major archetypes and it gives you, I think it's like 10 or 15 style elements per archetype that you can start to unpack and see which one really feels like you. And if you download it, I'll put it in the show notes. If you download it and you reply and let me know which archetypes you got, I will send you a free mood board that I did for the Style Squad for each of the archetypes so that you could see 3 different outfit choices, right? I'll give you your work from home outfit choice, your client meeting outfit choice, and what I like to call the celebration, right? So we got casual, client, and celebration. All you have to do is respond, email me, let me know what you got, and no strings attached. I will send you the mood board. All right. Everything will be in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you share it with a friend. I would be so grateful. It's the easiest, best way that you could support me in the podcast. If you really enjoy it here, I would be forever grateful. Definitely deserves some free mood boards, don't you think? And rate and review it. In the meantime, I will see you on the other side. Thanks again.